In the beginning there was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. But as time passed, the image of Jesus Christ, the central figure of Christianity, has been portrayed in countless ways, each reflecting the beliefs, cultures, and interpretations of those who sought to understand him. Let us embark on a journey through time and faith, exploring the many faces of Jesus that have emerged throughout history. We'll begin with the foundational accounts found in the canonical Gospels: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. These sacred texts paint a picture of Jesus as the Son of God, a miracle worker, and the long-awaited Messiah. They tell of his birth in Bethlehem, his teachings and parables, his crucifixion, and his glorious resurrection. But the story doesn't end there. Beyond the pages of the New Testament lie a wealth of non-canonical texts, known as the apocryphal writings. These alternative accounts offer intriguing glimpses into early Christian beliefs and practices. The Gospel of Thomas, for instance, presents Jesus as a dispenser of secret wisdom, while the infancy Gospel of Thomas portrays the child Jesus performing miracles, some of which might raise an eyebrow or two. As we delve deeper into these lesser-known texts, we find a tapestry of beliefs that challenge our conventional understanding of Jesus. The Gospel of Mary Magdalene suggests a special relationship between Jesus and Mary, hinting at her role as a spiritual leader in the early church. The Gospel of Judas presents a radically different perspective on Jesus' betrayal, portraying it as a divine plan rather than an act of treachery. But our exploration doesn't stop at the boundaries of Christianity. Let us venture into the realm of other faiths and academic inquiry. In Islam, Jesus is revered as a great prophet, born of the Virgin Mary, and a messenger of God. Known as Isa in Arabic, he is mentioned numerous times in the Quran and is considered one of the most important prophets in Islamic tradition. Meanwhile, in the halls of academia, scholars have long sought to uncover the historical Jesus, the flesh and blood man behind the religious icon. These researchers pore over ancient texts, archaeological evidence, and historical records to piece together a picture of Jesus as he might have appeared to his contemporaries. Some portray him as a Jewish apocalyptic preacher, others as a wisdom teacher or social reformer. The quest for the historical Jesus has led to fascinating debates and theories. Was he a revolutionary figure challenging the Roman occupation? A mystic drawing on esoteric traditions? Or perhaps a blend of rabbi, healer, and prophet? Each interpretation sheds new light on the complex figure at the heart of Christianity. As we move through history, we see how artists, writers, and filmmakers have reimagined Jesus, each adding their own brushstrokes to his portrait. In the catacombs of Rome, early Christian art depicts Jesus as the Good Shepherd, a youthful figure carrying a lamb on his shoulders. As we progress through the Middle Ages, we encounter the majestic Christ Pantocrator, the ruler of all, gazing down from the domes of Byzantine churches. The Renaissance brought us the human Jesus, portrayed with anatomical precision and emotional depth. Think of Michelangelo's Pietà or Leonardo da Vinci's Last Supper. These works invite us to contemplate the humanity of Christ, his suffering, and his relationships with those around him. In literature, we find a multitude of Jesuses, from the epic poetry of John Milton's Paradise Regained to the provocative novel The Last Temptation of Christ by Nikos Kazantzakis. Authors have grappled with the complexities of Jesus' nature and mission. Some portray him as a divine being beyond human understanding, while others explore his struggles and doubts. The advent of cinema opened up new possibilities for depicting Jesus, from the reverential portrayals in films like The Greatest Story Ever Told, to more controversial interpretations like Martin Scorsese's The Last Temptation of Christ. Filmmakers have brought their own visions of Jesus to the silver screen. Each adaptation reflects not only the director's perspective, but also the cultural context of its time. In recent years, we've seen Jesus reimagined for the digital age. Social media memes, online art, and even video games have offered new ways to engage with the figure of Christ. Some of these portrayals are reverent, others irreverent, but all contribute to the ongoing conversation about who Jesus was and what he means to us today. As we reflect on this journey through the many versions of Jesus, we're left with a kaleidoscope of images: the carpenter's son from Nazareth, the miracle worker of Galilee, the sacrificial Lamb of God, the revolutionary teacher, the cosmic Christ. Each facet reveals something about the beliefs and hopes of those who have sought to understand him. What emerges from this exploration is not a single definitive portrait of Jesus, but rather a recognition of his enduring impact on human culture and spirituality. Whether seen as a historical figure, a religious icon, or a symbol of divine love, Jesus continues to inspire, challenge, and transform lives across the globe. In the end, perhaps the multiplicity of Jesus' portrayals speaks to his universal appeal. Like a prism refracting light into a spectrum of colors, the figure of Jesus has been refracted through the lens of human experience, revealing different aspects of his nature and message to different people in different times and places. As we conclude our journey, we're reminded that the story of Jesus is far from over. Each generation will continue to interpret and reinterpret his life and teachings, adding new chapters to the ever-evolving narrative of this extraordinary figure who has shaped the course of human history. And so, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, the search for understanding Jesus continues. May we approach this quest with open hearts and minds, ready to be challenged, inspired, and transformed by the many faces of Christ that we encounter along the way.